What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the FitMenCook kitchen. I know you are going to love today's video because it is among one of my most frequently requested pieces of content. But before we hop into the recipes, I want to take a step back and give you all two quick announcements. First one is about my book. I want to thank y'all for all the tweets and the emails and the notes and the positive energy that you are just sending my way. The book pitch process and the did I say the book pitch? Okay, I thought I said something else. The book proposal process and the pitch process went amazingly well. We have found a publisher, but I cannot announce it yet until I sign on that dotted line. But just know that I will be making an announcement about the book and the title and about the contents of it. I've spent almost about a year writing up just the proposal piece to set out a methodology and an ideology for you all to follow when it comes to meal prep and eating healthy. So I'm very proud of the contents of this book. The publishers loved it, and I know that you will too. And the second piece. Now, y'all know we've been having the iPhone app for about 2 years now. This right here in my hand is an Android phone. I am holding in my hand the actual FitMenCook app for Android. You better get up and you better do a dance too, because we've put so much time and energy into this app, and we are excited to now put this app into your hands. So next Wednesday, March 1st, I want you all to flood the Google Play Store and download the free version of the FitMenCook app. This one already has 290 recipes loaded in there. It's going to help you out with the shopping list. It's going to help you out with organizing. It's going to help you out with being able to control your portions, so that way you know how much that you should be making. And you will have it next week, Wednesday, March 1st. I want to completely shut down the Google Play Store with the same amount of enthusiasm that we had for the iPhone launch. And thank y'all for trolling me in the comment section saying Kevin doesn't care about Android users. We do care, and you're gonna have it very soon. Now on to today's video. Today's video is all about cold lunches. I got so many emails and questions about cold lunches after I launched the video last year. So today I'm gonna share 4 more of my favorite cold lunch recipe ideas. Now, when it comes to eating cold lunches, sometimes I think that we tend to overcomplicate things, but just keep it simple. In terms of proteins, I like things like poultry, so chicken and turkey are always great selections to eat cold. Some fish is okay. The only thing about fish is that you gotta be careful that it doesn't get too lukewarm, because sometimes a really lukewarm fish that isn't quite cooked so well could give you a stomachache later on. The fish I like to eat would be a salmon, a swordfish. Really fatty type fishes are great for that. When it comes to ground meat is okay. The only thing that I don't like about ground meat is that ground meat, in order to be really flavorful, sometimes it has to have some fat. So when you grind everything together, it tastes better cooked. When it's cold, that fat becomes kind of gritty in your mouth, and it's not as desirable and pleasurable. So with that being said, if you are ready to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty, then let's get started. First, we're making a sweet kale, bean, and quinoa salad. I got the inspiration for this dish while eating at a cafe in New York City. I had to get this dish as a side dish, and I ordered it not thinking that I would really like it. I got it, and I actually loved it, so I'm gonna recreate it here. The beans and the quinoa in there pack quite a punch, in addition to the kale, but also we're going to boost the flavor by adding in accents of orange and cumin and then agave to just draw out a lot more flavor. This truly is a complete salad, so you can eat this as a vegan option, or you can add your own choice of animal protein like I did, and I chose chicken. Check it out. Spray a skillet with olive oil, and we're gonna saute some chopped kale on medium-high heat. We're gonna pour in a few tablespoons of water to create some steam so the kale softens up. Remove it from the heat, then chill the kale. Add cooked quinoa. You can add black beans, but I found this delicious tri-bean blend. Bell peppers for some crunch, cumin for a nutty, spicy flavor. Drizzle a little maple syrup to compete with the cumin and bell pepper, some fresh orange juice, and a few pinches of sea salt and pepper. Mix it up. The salad is good as is, but if you want another boost, add in your choice of protein. I'm using grilled chicken. Pack an orange wedge for extra moisture and flavor if needed. Now, my favorite dish in this series is undoubtedly the most simple. We're making a sausage and egg frittata with avocado on sourdough. I know it sounds really simple and hella basic, but sometimes the most simple recipes are actually the best ones. Most people think of the frittata as a breakfast food, which it is, but it's also one of those foods that you can have at any meal. You can eat it cold or at room temperature. Now just bear with me because I know it doesn't look like much, but it is quite delicious and very filling. Check it out. Spray a nonstick skillet with olive oil, and we're gonna saute onions, bell peppers, and broccoli crowns. We're gonna do this for about 6 minutes until they are seared and somewhat soft. Only if desired, toss in some cooked lean chicken sausage. We're gonna mix this together for about 3 minutes, then set it aside. We're gonna beat some eggs in a bowl with onion, garlic, thyme, and pepper. Spray a muffin mold with olive oil, then fill it with the sauteed veggies. If desired, add your choice of cheese, such as a reduced fat mozzarella or Monterey Jack cheese. Then add a little egg to each muffin mold. Bake in the oven for 20 minutes at 420 or until the egg is no longer runny. Let the muffins completely cool, then place them in the storage containers. Store toasted sourdough or whole grain bread in a separate bag. Now listen, I know some of y'all are probably throwing shade right now saying, he just made some egg cups with some white bread. That's not entirely true, so let me show y'all how to put this sandwich together. First, what you're going to do is you're going to get the avocado, a ripe avocado, you're going to mash it up. Mash up part of the avocado on some toasted sourdough bread or some toasted whole grain bread, whatever you want. Then you're going to break open the frittata, crumble it up on top of that. Now, doesn't that look good? I'm telling y'all. Now, y'all gonna make this recipe and then you're gonna be writing me apologizing saying, hey, I was one of the ones throwing shade because the way it looked. But Kev, it was hitting. It was hitting. Next, we're making sticky steak rolls with cilantro jasmine rice. For me, eating cold steak is almost as enjoyable as eating cold pizza. It just feels like comfort food. We're gonna keep the marinade really simple by just mixing up a little bit of balsamic glaze with a little bit of soy sauce. If you don't have balsamic glaze, don't worry. You can just mix up a little bit of balsamic vinegar with some honey or some agave. Now, you can marinate the steak. That's completely up to you. I personally like to just keep it very simple whenever I'm seasoning my protein. So I'll use sea salt and pepper, and at the max, some onion and some garlic. I like to keep it really open so that way I have options, because maybe later on in the week I don't really want this balsamic glaze and I want to use a barbecue sauce. So not having a whole bunch of sauce marinated inside of the protein allows me to have a lot more flexibility in my diet. Check it out. Slice flank or London broil into thin slices, about 2 to 3 ounces. Season them up with some onion, garlic, and sea salt and pepper. Rub in the seasonings, then place them on a baking sheet. Fill the rolls with bell pepper, zucchini, and onion. Roll the steak closed and place it flap side down. Mix a little low sodium soy sauce with some balsamic glaze, then brush the steak with the sauce. Bake in the oven for 15 minutes at 420. Once it's finished, brush the steak rolls with the excess sauce. Enjoy the rolls with your choice of cilantro jasmine rice or cauliflower rice for a low-carb alternative. And lastly, we're making chopped salad in a jar. Now, what I like about chopped salads is that, just ask yourself this question. When was the last time you ate a big bowl of just raw vegetables? But I guarantee that if you chop up a salad, it is going to be so much more enjoyable and you will eat so much more than you would have had you not done it. Plus, I like the transportability of using a jar. You can just take it anywhere. You can put it into your backpack. You can put it into your suitcase. It's a very small item. It's really compact. But when you dump it out into a plate or into a bowl, it spreads out and you can get to work. Now, when you're making the salad, you want to keep the vinaigrette separate so that way it doesn't get too soggy. You can use your favorite vinaigrette or you can make your own like I do. Check it out. To a chopping sheet, we're going to add in some butter lettuce and romaine lettuce for the greens, some cherry tomatoes for some moisture, some red onion and cilantro for crunch and flavor, and your choice of protein. I'm using some grilled chicken. Chop it up, then add the contents to a jar. Top it off with a little bacon and feta if desired. And for the vinaigrette, we're going to mix olive oil with lemon, agave or honey, and sea salt and pepper. If you want this as a wrap, pack a tortilla. All right, now that concludes today's video. I create videos like these not to say that these are the end all. These are the answers to every single question that you have about your diet. No, I create these videos in order to give you ideas. So if you like videos like this, I would appreciate the thumbs up below and for you to share it out with at least one other person. And also, before you leave the channel, please comment below and let me know what is your favorite cold lunch idea. It's not just for me, but it's also to give other people watching this video ideas on how they can make their diet much less boring. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, I want y'all to keep it healthy, but of course, never ever boring. Boom! Bye guys.